Chemistry students, this is Miss Munoz again. I'm here talking to you about how to collect gases in your little rocket. This will serve as your rocket once we move farther along in the project. So just like before, you're going to collect hydrogen and oxygen gas. When you collect hydrogen, you're going to use the flask that says H2, and you're going to use 3 molar hydrochloric acid. And I've already got some zinc in here. It's hard to see, but you need about 4 pieces. And then your hydrogen is ready. When you collect your oxygen, you're going to use your oxygen generator. You're going to use the peroxide, just like we did before. It's 6% again. And this time, instead of potassium iodide, we're using yeast as our catalyst. And so it's this milky, yellowish liquid that's in a beaker. It says you need 2 milliliters, but if you just take your pipette, get a full amount pulled up into it and squirt that in, you should be fine. Alright, so I'm going to now demonstrate how to collect the gas for you. You do always want to collect oxygen first, so that's what we'll do first. You've got your bulb that you've cut off, and you have your lines on it because you've already calibrated it, and you want it full of water. So you can just put it down inside of a beaker. You actually probably want more water than this. It'll make your life a little easier. But you can use a second pipette to squirt some more in. Get just a little bit more. Alright, so it's all the way to the top. And then this one's already going, but I'm going to add a little bit more so you can see how it works. Alright, so you would take off your stopper. If it already looks kind of milky yellow, you don't really have to add that much more catalyst, so I'm just going to add a little bit like that. You can add more peroxide. And then you want to get your stopper on. You want to wait about a minute because in that amount of time your flask will fill up with oxygen gas. And by that time, the only thing that will be coming out of the top will be oxygen, and you'll collect that in your bulb. So while that's going, we'll get this one set up. Remember, it already has the zinc in it. If you get yours and it doesn't have any, you can be the first person to add some in. And we're going to add a little bit of our acid. Exact amount doesn't matter. And we'll get this stopper on, and we'll let that build up. So it's probably been enough time that we could go ahead and start collecting our oxygen over here. Now, the way you're going to get your gas inside the bulb is the oxygen is going to push the water out, and so it might get a little bit messy here on the table. You can do this over the sink, or you can just wipe it up when you're done. So you can see those bubbles collecting. Now, I'm going to do the 3:3 ratio, so halfway down to oxygen, and I'm going to do halfway down of hydrogen. And then you need to clamp it with your finger so that you can wait for the test. If you had done a different ratio, let's say you wanted 1 part oxygen to 5 parts hydrogen, you would have only gone down a little bit with your oxygen, and then you would have gone down the rest of the way with your hydrogen. Now, we're going to test this just like we did before with the flame, the splint, but I've got a little bit of water in here, so I want to make sure that comes out before I test. Okay, so now it's completely empty, and we're going to light our candle. You could actually just keep your candle lit pretty much the whole time while this is going. Yeah. And so now that I'm ready to test this, I'm going to have Harold go ahead and light a splint. He can light it with the candle or the lighter, and I'm going to squeeze this. Okay, now that didn't work, but when you point at that, it should give you a pop test, and you should be able to rank the noise, or the sound level on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, pause that.